It's always a small delay when it hits Facebook. Hello.
Hello.
And welcome to our very, very last Blend Precisely Live and Aromatherapist Business Live. It's the 30th of December. I think we have made it almost officially to the end of the year 2020. And it's been, hasn't it been?
It's been a year.
Well, I beg to differ for a few reasons, but I'm not going to bring those ones up right now because we all know about them. Nevertheless, welcome. Nevertheless, we actually take a little look back into 2020. I'm getting already a Happy New Year from Minnie. Hey, are you, maybe Minnie, where are you located? Because when is Australia? Australia is happening ahead of us, right?
Australia is happening tomorrow.
The New Year. Yeah, but we will see each other, so thank you so much. Yes, I wish you the same thing. So basically, we wanted to take a moment to go over a few things today at the end of this fantastic 2020 year. And you can, as ever you want. And we're going Evans, Georgia, USA. Okay, well, then you're definitely tomorrow, and also 8 hours.
It's got to be noon over there in Evans, Georgia.
Yeah, that could be, right. Yes. So I prepared a few slides today again because I wanted to give a little bit of a look back into 2020 and also what is coming for Aromatherapist in 2021. And not only 2021, but I think we are all pretty much still in a very optimistic position when it comes to aromatherapists and business and the growth of it. So I've got a few numbers I think you will like to see. I did a ton of research the past 3 days, and my son reminded me, it's like, Mama, this is just a live, but I'm always very much for giving you precise numbers as well as precise information, what I researched. So I'm going to share our screen. It's noon where Minnie is. Yeah. So I'm going to share our screen, and I'm thinking of making it big again because you will not see our faces, but we will be talking to it, but we will see our faces in between, so you can actually read our slides. So let me share the screen, and I think you will like those numbers today. All right. Here we go. Aromatherapy as a business. So as we know, 2020, we have been struggling quite a bit. Every single person has been struggling in 2020. I think there were a few businesses which were able to pivot. I can't think of any, but I think probably the people who were able to pivot their business, they were extremely creative, or they had a lot of money sitting somewhere, or they just, I don't know, maybe they were not able.
Yeah, I think some people were very lucky to have thriving online businesses already. And anybody that had an online business got a major boost in 2020, just because nobody could go out and shop.
Yeah, that is pretty much maybe. So we're going to take you through the 2020 and leaving it behind a little bit. We're also going to go through a little bit of a forecast of essential oils and aromatherapy. And then I wanted to also go into a few important statistics, I think, which are important for the aromatherapy business. Areas we think everybody in our aromatherapy business world should be focusing on in 2021. And then also 3 small action steps I like to do at the end of the year. And I think they are not just action steps, but they are just really cute to sit down one more time before year ends and before we go into the new year. So let's start off a few areas where we actually might be proud of, or where we should have, where we at least have seen some growth areas in our aromatherapist and business community, as well as in our Blend Precisely software community. And number one is trying something new. So I've seen quite a few people rise up to the top, creating new websites, creating partnerships, and also developing new product ideas. So I think that was just something really beautiful to see, to not give up. And I think there's a little shout out to Dan as well, because I feel like he has been the most active person in the last 2 or 3 months in our community, who's been really taking every single step possible to create a website, to go to Etsy, to create a website there, to really be social, to go online, ask questions, and so on. So I think well done in that area, Dan. It also brought us more to listening more to our customers and what they need. So I'm a big fan of the ask method from Ryan Levask, I think is his name. And basically, it's a very simple thing. We have to ask our crowd, we have to ask our clients, we have to ask our customers, where are they? What do they want? So we have seen that consultation sessions have been cut maybe shorter to fit the budget of our customers. So quite a few things have been changed in our area in business, because not everybody was able to maybe afford all of the essential oils anymore, but we were able to offer smaller sizes or cut down on consultation sessions to lower those costs. So it was really important to see that we are able to our customers' needs and the budget as well. Number 3, switching things up for your customer. So going from in-person to online classes, going from in-person consultations to online consultations, and more to local business opportunities. So, and we will go into this next year as well. We will have many classes coming up and available if you're interested. But being a local business will also give you an advantage, especially if you have a local business on Facebook. Your advertisement money, if any down, even if it's just $1 a day, will bring you much further than having a global business. So, getting into local opportunities, deliveries to the customers, and so on, has been really in many aspects brought up from different companies. So you could delivery services, you can go and do curbside drop-offs, and so on. So we have seen there quite a bit of creativity.
Yeah, just to bring the point home a little bit, we have a Portuguese Facebook site, which is the most that is responded to of pretty much everything that we do. And it's because we're in Portugal. So somehow the algorithms all lean that way, and people can relate much more that that's what you can do, and that's where you are.
Yeah, so basically I put every now and then a little bit of a small amount of dollars only behind the local business, and it takes off much faster than a global business. So that is a setting in the Facebook in the settings. Okay, so number 4 is also we had to somehow reevaluate our businesses and our strategies, how we do business. And I think, first of all, it was a big shock. The pandemic came. Everybody was like, oh my God, how are we going to do business now? But if you look at the statistics and data, and if even from the year before did that, so you have something to base on. So when the pandemic hits, you pretty much can be looking at your statistics and data and try to understand what the customers were buying, when they were buying, from where they were buying. So at least on my side, I'm not sure on your side right now in terms of statistics, but what I did, I went into every Facebook site I own, into every Instagram site I own. I set myself numbers so I can increase my followers and I can just show up for them much more than ever before. So that really helped me in evaluating from where my business came to where I want to bring it. Becoming more personal for sure too. We did many more live videos this year than ever before. We also sent many more emails out to our customers than ever before. And then also part of this business is that, or this pandemic was that we were pushed to find new customers. And if it is in form of a partnership, getting into yoga studios or creating a massage blend for a massage therapist and so on, there were just different ways where we were able to push through, and that's what we have seen as well.
Yeah, one I'd like to add there. I've never been a sales guy myself, and I tried my hand at it, and I was very surprised. It didn't take a lot to break the ice, and it was scary and different, and didn't quite know how to do it. But once you establish a relationship or a communication, people are open up. You don't have to hard sell or whatever. You're simply solving something for somebody, and if it's what they need, then they may respond.
That is actually a really good point. Not solving your own problems, but solving something what someone needs. But we will get to that a little bit still. So let's move on to a few statistics and growth of essential oils and aromatherapy in our industry. And I think these numbers will be actually good numbers for you to see. So basically, the aromatherapy industry will grow by 7 to 9% every year, and the forecast was until 2029. So there is growth in this business, and more people are turning towards natural products. And we know we have a few big players in there, and they're hammering it hard, but they also got hit. So it was not just the small businesses. Everybody got hit, but the outlook is still very positive. Also on the global demand in essential oils, and that is a little bit, I'm saying this one a little bit with a happy and a sad face, because if we increase our essential oil production from 226, almost 227 kilotons to 404, I think we have to look out more and more where the essential oils are coming from, what suppliers are involved, because we don't want to be just one of them, killing plants and getting them into the market just for our own business sake. So I think there's something where we want to work more and more together, as well as aromatherapists choosing the right distillers and working with them together.
Yeah. In case you didn't know, there is a problem with over harvesting of plants and destroying species, sort of thing. There's a great company or organization called
Our Meat Institute, I think, and I posted it a few weeks ago. Yeah, definitely check them out, because they do have the endangered species listed, and that is no joke.
Yeah, so this has to be part of the math of doing aromatherapist type business.
Yeah,
it has to be sustainable and
absolutely, because otherwise these numbers are just sad numbers. Hi Dan, hi Becky, and Germ is asking, is this recorded? Yes, it is recorded, and you will be able to watch a little bit later. Absolutely. So let's go on. Just a quick, one more number basically, or two more numbers are coming up. So it is a really fast growing market. It will double basically in the next 10 years to come. And you can see the same growth rate here one more time. It will be, of course, a little bit different wherever you are in the world, but this is the North American market. It will definitely grow pretty much double, if not a bit more. So there is a lot of ways to make a living as an aromatherapist. We just have to be a bit more diligent, creative, and fast acting.
Yeah, so just to add to that a little bit, there's a business process to identifying markets and finding a niche and all of that. So if you're new to the business world with aromatherapy, don't feel like there's a hand to hold and ways to do it in a way that's successful.
I just wanted to point out a few more numbers I found as well when I did my research. So projected growth areas, and also again with a sad face, and somewhere also with a happy face, because we can help. And as you can see, insomnia is increasing as per the National Sleep Foundation by 30%. I mean, we know which oils to use and blend. depression, respiratory diseases, mental illnesses, allergies, aromatherapy for stress, anxiety, depression in general. Also, a big, huge trend is more and more cosmetic industry. So if you're thinking of maybe going towards natural cosmetic formulations, I can only encourage you. I'm doing it myself as well. This is a beautiful area to incorporate essential oils and new products, and also, it's not a rollerball bottle, but it will be something different with a few more high quality oils. Great market to tap into. It will actually double as well. Then the natural perfumery industry is getting out there more and more. It's amazing how we can see that essential oils are being used in natural perfumes. Beautiful. And then, of course, hospitals and hospice care. There are a few interested people in our area and or in our aromatherapist and business group. And I think we're going to talk a little bit more about this next year as well. But all of these areas are potential businesses everybody can tap into. Yeah, exactly, Dan. Don't be only centered around sales, but how can we help people? And that will increase sales, of course, automatically, especially if you have good results. I agree. So just a few more important business statistics for us. And I'm not going to read through all of them, but I will make them available again for our crowd, and you can watch this video again. But just to bring this home, 42% of failed small businesses are offering something that the market, they bring anything new to the market, sorry. So almost half of all businesses come out with something the market has already seen or doesn't want anymore. So that is coming back to the creative area, finding your niche, seeing where you can actually contribute something as an aromatherapist. So another thing is that 64% of small businesses have their own site only. So if you, especially now with the pandemic, if you don't have a website, not a landing page, no sales page, nowhere to be found, how do you want to make business happen? Nobody will find you. It's really difficult. So that is another first item I would put on my list if I don't have a website. And 92% of business owners believe having their own website contributes effectively to their digital marketing strategy. So if you don't have a website, how do you want to market yourself? If you don't have an existent on social media, how can you talk to your customers? That would be an email list maybe, but how do you create an email list? By having a website. So definitely those things are super important to establish. If you don't have them already, you got to establish them in 2021 for sure. 61% of small businesses invest in social media marketing. And that's what I was talking a little bit before. Normally, aromatherapists don't have enough money or a lot of money in the beginning, especially to invest of dollars into social media marketing. But that is not, it can happen organic as well. And I think the magic touch to organic growth is showing up on a regular basis. And every now and then you can put $1 per day for 10 days behind it, behind some ads and so on. And that's something what we're going to teach next year as well, if you stick around. It is really important to show up on social media and be the most authentic you can be.
Yeah, I would say that there's a lot of pitfalls in social media world for online businesses, and it is big and scary. We started out our businesses not being involved in the online world at all, and we were doing quite well. And
that was mostly because we were in out markets.
Yeah, yeah. So we would just show up, and people would like what we have, and it was very easy to. That's largely gone away. It might come back after COVID's gone away, but for now, the reality is that it is a challenge that everyone in business needs to seriously consider.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Okay, so what to focus on in 2021? I think, or we think, is definitely product uniqueness. So you do not want to be the next door person or aromatherapist who's creating exactly the same like everyone else. You know, another rollerball bottle or another, I don't know, say it. Oh, it's on my another itchy.
Another tube of toothpaste.
No. Oh, bites be gone, itchy piece or something else. So these creams and so on, they do this. So find something which is truly unique to what, not only what you want to do, but what your people want, what they're asking for. Surprise them, send them a few samples. I don't know, but having a unique offering will give you definitely some advantages. And I wrote them down here. It drives the right customer to you. So if your message is around, I don't know, sleeplessness, insomnia, the people will find you because that is what you're communicating on your website, on your social media, on everything you put out there. And the right people will come to you. That's how Facebook works. Then number 2, stand out from your competition. It will be an advantage because if everybody is doing, let's say, anxiety bands, it's so hard to stand out. There will be almost, I can guarantee you, hardly any sales if you do another anxiety blend. Call it different, put different oils in, do it in a different format, do it more in a cosmetic version, do it, I don't know, in different ways. You got to think about it. And you will also have it easier to get these things into the market. So basically, if you have a unique offering, your market will be easier to so when you do a Facebook ad, basically to market it to, it's very clear then what you're marketing it to whom and for how much you can market it. It will go much easier to compete against a competition on Facebook with the same anxiety blend. Those ads will cost much more money, for example, or you will not even get through to the people. So it will be much easier to market if you have a unique product.
Yeah. So funny story. I was in La Paz, Bolivia on vacation, and there's these little women that come to mountains from about 18,000 feet into the local town, and they all sell these exact same boxes of Tide, Cheer, and other detergents. And I needed some detergents on this particular day, and I was going around. There's like 10 different women saying exactly the same thing, and as a customer, it's like, what do you do with that? So you just go to the nearest one, and that's it. So I hope that clarifies it. That's what everybody's experience is when you don't have uniqueness.
Yeah. So, Jerome, you were just asking what is the basic budget we should decide for social media marketing to be minimally impactful. So to be really honest, it's of course depending what kind of products you have, but it's also, I have 3 Facebook sites, and I can tell you that my local Facebook site only needs $1 a day, 10 days a month. But another Facebook site, which is a global Facebook site, I would need to put $2, $3, $5 behind it. And there are other people who have $2,000 and can put behind it. So it is really depending if you have already an audience, what kind of product you have. If you want to grow your audience really fast, then of course you would put more dollars. I always take it a little bit slow and basically look at my data, check it out for 3 days, have 3 different posts. There's a beautiful strategy on how to test if you want to put some dollars behind it, but I would not go out big there, especially not in the beginning. That's otherwise, I think, a waste of money. Okay, so get your business online. That should be your focus. Number 2, I think, create your online strategy and be available and easy reachable. So if you're reachable through direct messaging, through WhatsApp, through other kinds of means like Telegram is existing. Gosh, there are so many online chat services existing you can incorporate, but you got to be available for your customers more than ever before. Have a website or at least a landing page where you can just put your your name, your phone, or your email on it, or at least a contact form or a scheduling form where they can schedule your appointments or their appointments with you. Just have something there you can drive people to. Choose 1 or 2 social media accounts or platforms. Don't choose 3, 4, 5. Don't be on Twitter and Pinterest and Facebook and Instagram at the same time. I think you will not. I made that mistake. I made that mistake. Yeah, I could not be really good in all 4 of them.
Well, it's not that she just couldn't be good at all 4 of them. It's just, it's so overwhelming. And if you multiply that times multiple avenues that you're trying to pitch, then you end up with not just 4, but 8 or 12. And it becomes so overwhelming and impossible to do. You will completely fail.
Yeah, don't do
guaranteed.
that.
Don't do it.
Rather choose 1 and show up every day, except maybe on a Saturday or Sunday. You decide that whenever your customers are online, you have to be online. And again, there are beautiful statistics out there you can go back to. So be really good at 1 or 2 items. I think next year for me, I'm minimizing my business by quite a bit. I've been way into I have my aromatherapy business just like you as well, but we also have Blend Precisely, which is the software app, and then we also are building some other things around Blend, around business development. So you cannot dance on all parties beautifully in your dress. It's impossible. And then also create a shining online presence. Yes, be true to who you are. I think let your personality shine through. But when it is about product creation and what you put out there, have beautiful photographs of your products, have well-lit lives or well-lit photographs as well. Just rather put less out there, but put it out in a beautiful way. Do beautiful things around them and let the customers always know where they can find you. Nurturing your customers, I think, should be number 1, 2, or 3, but should be on the top of your list. Nurturing your customers is so important. So when you start growing your email list, and you do want to do this next year as well, because you never know what Facebook is doing, you never know Instagram or Pinterest or Twitter is doing, but they can wipe your account out. So grow your email list offline from social media, super important. Show up at least once a week in their inboxes with some valuable information for them. Not only what you have been doing, you incorporate that, but what is true value for your customer. Helpful content. And last thing, build your relationship with your customers and get creative. I started using Bonbon as well, which is like a video service where I just send quick video notifications to my customers. They love it. So consider something creative as well. Okay, so let's go to the next slide. So here are just 3 action steps, and we are almost at the end of our slides. What I do or like to do every year at the end of the year is I like to write down my wins, because we always get hung up by what did not work. But you know what? Your wins are as important. So I think you have to write them down. Go all the way back to January and go each month and look at your numbers, look at the wins you had with your customers. Whom did you help this year? And write them down. It is so valuable to know your wins. And then at the end of the year, like today or tomorrow, take half an hour out and write yourself a letter of what you want to do or have reached in a year from now. And it can be on a personal level, it can be on a fun level, on an experience, on a business level, whatever it is, and then seal it and open it up a year from now. I really would love to see those letters next year somewhere. So that is a really nice thing I like to do for myself, to surprise, because I also think whatever is written down somehow happens, or you spell it out. I don't know. And then, you know what? If you have somewhere examples of aromatherapists you like or you follow, be in touch with them. Like, I don't know, follow them every single day. Look at what they are doing. Look at how they are doing it, how they are posting. The successful ones will show you don't need to copy their content, but you can get inspired by their creativity. And if you have a possibility, contact them. Most people want to help, especially in this industry. It's such a helpful industry.
Yeah, I would kind of have this one additional segment in there, which is to pat yourself on the back, be grateful, play, have a little fun, and bring out the creative juices. It's been a really, really tough year. So, it's worth it to break out some champagne, say you're done, you succeeded, you got through it. So let's welcome in the new year.
I think so too. So, and don't forget, we love you. Rock on in 2020, because aromatherapists and distillers are just wonderful group of people, and we really, really have to appreciate each other. And you know that we do love our lovely audience. So that is it from us today. And I'm going back. I'm going to stop sharing the screen. I'm going to look at a few comments here. Yes, I get tired of seeing the same post from someone on 3 platforms. Groups are much more efficient than business pages. Yeah, that's true as well, Dan. So, oops. Oh, love you too, Dan. Hang on just a second. I wanted to show this one here. Groups are much more efficient than business pages. Yes, so the thing is with groups, they are basically really much more intimate. When it comes to Facebook and advertisement, the money goes towards the pages. So for that reason, you cannot advertise on the groups. So for that reason, you do need, and the page is basically window. That's your page. People inside of the group, that is your living room. So yes, happy New Year, Jack. I wish you much same. And I think we will see each other back next year for sure. Get into the new year really, really happy. And we all know, realistically, it's not going to be done and over with pandemic, but we also do know that we have our community and we can tap back into and just really encourage her to keep on growing, because we cannot give up. That's not a possibility.
Agreed.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Thank you so much as well. Bye.